show, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
another beautiful night here in the studio.
I love it. I love it.
Hi, everybody. Mark Lawrence along with Victor King for the. Hi, everybody. Mark Lawrence along with Victor King.
There, stuck there, you fuck nigga. 50 in my drum roller with my young niggas. You don't like me, so what? I give a fuck.
Hi, everybody. Mark Lawrence along with Victor King for.
I stashed them checks inside a Nike box. Hey.
When the new Jordans come out, I know I had them holes all around my house. Yeah, they do.
All right, so you're here. So Victor, obviously Victor, now that he does music, he's Victor King.
Hey everyone, I'm Valentina for AMAHits.com, and I'm here with the unbelievably multi-talented Vic.
I know.
Because you're so unbelievably talented. Let's see here. You are a singer, songwriter, multi-talented musician. You play the drums, the guitar, the ukulele.
You're also a graffiti artist. Wow, you did your homework. Shoot, she's good. You know it. And there's more. You're this unbelievable dancer. I do dance. I do love to dance a little bit, right? When I have the time, we get my time. Who has the time for anything these days? I know, right? Well,
Guitar, the ukulele. You're also a graffiti artist.
Wow, you did your homework. She's good.
You know it. There's more. You're this unbelievable dancer.
I do dance. I do love to dance.
A little bit, right?
And when I have the time.
Yeah.
Who has the time for anything these days?
I know, right? Well, okay, so you started with, so you think you can dance, was it?
Oh my gosh. I guess publicly, yeah. That was my first public exposure, and it was cool because, at the time I was in college. I was studying economics, of all things, at University of California, Irvine, which is a school in Orange County. And a couple of friends of mine had been on that show.
Hey everyone, I'm Valentina for AMAHits.com, and I'm here with the unbelievably multi-talented Vic.
I know.
Because you're so unbelievably talented. Let's see here. You are a singer, songwriter, multi-talented musician. You play the drums, the guitar, the ukulele.
you're also a graffiti artist. Wow, you did your homework. Shoot, she's good. You know it. And there's more. You're this unbelievable dancer. I do dance. I do love to dance a little bit, right? When I have the time, we get my time. Who has the time for anything these days? I know, right? Well,
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Boyfriend, now husband, wanted to videotape our little experiences. I found out that I got turned on by that aspect of him videotaping it and then watching it later on. We continued that aspect of our life and everything, and then internet happened. We started doing it as a side job, hustle if you will, in 2003, and then in 2009 was a solid we're leaving our jobs. And
what was it like? So you're originally from Michigan, right? Yeah, Bay City, Michigan. Yeah, so 100 miles outside of Detroit. Yeah, probably about an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, definitely good drive. Yeah. So what was that like growing up?
Yeah.
What kind of girl were you in high school? What kind of girl were you in high school?
I think I was sort of in kind of a middle crowd where there was sort of the jock crowd that was a little more party or popular, whatever that means.
So do you say Little Smelly Town with some affection or with complete distaste?
No, I have great affection for Bay City. That's a clue.
All right. Where did you come from?
I came from Michigan.
Where in Michigan?
Well, I was born in Bay City.
Bay City?
Yeah.
Little town?
Mm-hmm.
Small town?
Little smelly town in northern Michigan.
Why do you say smelly town?
Because it was like it was like New Jersey. There was a lot of chemical dumps there or something. Yeah.
So do you say Little Smelly Town with some affection or with complete
Hello, Miss Romild. Yes, Cape Elizabeth native. I'm trying to think of the bio that would best. Rose, it is up, but there's too much. No, stop. There's so many things. Stop right there. Just a dude.
I know.
Yeah, nuts is a good word. Overwhelming, but very, very fun. Oh my god, I'm enjoying myself, so absolutely, yeah, it's been fun to watch. Well, Harry including us and taking us on this journey, and just, we're getting to learn more about you, more than ever. Does it feel like that? It does. I feel like this is the most I've ever put my face on the internet, probably throughout my career, so it's...
Victor King, motherfuckers.
I wrote it. Honestly, Mel, we try our best, yeah. By the way, any new enemy updates they wouldn't add to the list lately? No, today's been a good day. Yeah. Oh, I would hope that I would not have to update it, but for the next month or so, but we'll see. It's right. They'll mess up the lattes. Yeah, my Starbucks just keep on as a right. Well, congrats on the tour, babe. Just wrapped up your sold-out tour in Boston. Can you encapsulate like what that tour has meant to you? Because it's just been, massive. It's been, by far the most special. But there's so much to it. It's like, one, I got to see, we put up the deluxe right before, after Australia, but right before the North America.
No, I have great affection for Bay City. And then I grew up in Pontiac and other suburbs around Detroit. And then moved to New York.
Can you figure that out? Why someone who is arguably, and I have seen this in print, the biggest star in the world today, came from Bay City, Michigan?
Well,
how is that possible?
James Dean came from some small town in Indiana. I mean, I don't think you gotta come from a, big cosmopolitan city.
Obviously don't. We could probably sit here and come up with a much longer list than Madonna and James Dean.
Yeah.
And it interests me, too, that James Dean came from Old Town in Indiana.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How does great talent...
I think a lot of it has to do with imagination and the great desire and need to get out of that small town kind of feeling and go somewhere and be somebody because you feel like you're missing something.
All those people, those kids grew up, go to the New York School for the Performing Arts. All of those kids who go to Los Angeles and they're child stars and they're talented.
Right.
They didn't get to be among the biggest entertainers in the world today, but this little girl grew up from Bay City, Michigan, and somehow...
Well, they're not as driven as I am.
Yeah.
Probably not as hungry as I was for it,
Do you know why you, of all the other kids in Bay City, Michigan, to my knowledge, hasn't produced anybody else? And presumably there were some hungry other people.
Well,
what made you even more driven? Do you know?
I think coming from a big family, has something to do with it.
How big?
8 brothers and sisters, and,